I did film this in another walking video, but it never got live. We ended up digging up as much of the carriage frame as possible. Let me zoom in here for you. We took some of the pieces inside the barn that are kind of unique for decorative purposes, but the carriage frame is here and the wheels are here too.
This photo was taken outside of Sugarwood. It's in one of our local history books, and I firmly believe that this carriage here, seen on more of the left side of the picture, is the carriage that George Wood drove. He was one of the owners here of the property. And I think this is the carriage that we found. I even have a little tag saying it's from the Bostage Carriage Company. But we brought in some wood chips here the other day. So over on this pile of rocks, which in most books you'll find that these rocks were started when people bought the land. They would start piling rocks in areas that they want to start farming in. And then the next year they would pull from the pile and start making their fieldstone walls or their fieldstone fences. So there's piles all over our woods. There's one here and right on the other side. This is all stones also that are just now covered. Let me just get over a little closer. I'm of course wearing sneakers, long shoes out here. But out here we have the carriage parts. And every time we find something that goes to the carriage, we put it up here on the knoll. But we're gonna make this area where a lot of our dumps are. Oops, sorry. I'm winded from walking. We're gonna make this area kind of like an art area. I'm gonna put up some posts to make bottle trees and things that we find that are metal. We've had a couple people suggest here, you know, hanging some things on trees. So there is already a lantern on a tree over there that Ben hung. So we're gonna do that. I'm walking and I'm feeling cold on my foot and realize I have a hole in the boot. So that's either a Willow getting angry with me for going out to dinner with Ben or a little mouse chew to get warm. Oh man. Yep, we got another new leaner. Pretty close to where we cleaned up the other one. It snapped right near the bottom. It's caught up on some limbs. Here it goes. Up. So now we have something to cut across from our path. No, it's not cold. It could be worse. Bundled up with my little hoodie. A man and his dog. A woman in her house. Love them. This was not all here on my table. Before Ben came home, he brought me all kinds of things to try because I've been down and out, really. Like, this is the first time I've been able to open my eyes enough for it with a headache. But this product right here is amazing. One of my friends told me about it, and it's a personal humidifier, but it makes it nice and warm. So I asked Ben to get me some more distilled water.
I'm also using it on my neti pot, but this has been a lifesaver. I'm up all night and I've got this thing going at 3:30, 4:30, 5:30. But hey, it's just a flu, you know, I can deal with it. And I've been here actually thinking about more projects that I'm going to get done here in the house. And I have the kitchen to decorate. I'm looking forward to that. I'm hoping I'm able to get my tuckus off of this sofa by Wednesday morning, stay out of the way. But the cabinets are supposed to be delivered Wednesday morning for the kitchen. I wouldn't really call this New England fine living, but this is New England living in cold and flu season. It is what it is. Now back to my snoozing. Well, it's December 27th, and I know I said previously that it was the 27th when I was sick, but I just lost track of dates. I've been sick for so long now, I didn't even realize what the date was, but update on the kitchen. So it sounds like people at the cabinet company have also been sick, so our cabinets are now delayed at least another day. Don't know if they're now coming Thursday. Hope so, but I think I do have the finished wall here. And just getting kind of things cleaned up here and prepped. Then carried down the rest of the wood that we had there, and I took the chairs out and just put them in another room. I'm at the point now with holidays over, I don't even care what the other rooms look like. I just stored stuff in there. It is what it is. I can't handle that. Yeah, I'm not even thinking clearly. I really don't care that there's messes in the other room right now. Just want to get this moving along. So I cleared this out, and I'm realizing a lot of this also dust related. So I even took down, we had plastic here. That was just moving around a lot. Just like want to be able to get to the surfaces and clean them as much as possible. So I did go around with an energy burst just a while ago and cleaned up the floors with just a wet rag and my Swifter pole there. And I don't know if I shared this in here or not yet. This has been framed out for our door. And I'm just gonna zoom my camera differently here. So before I was gonna have panels here along the side. Now I'm just gonna have sheetrock, because if I do a wallpaper in here, there's not gonna be much wall space to show. So I'm gonna have wallpaper and door. We'll do wallpaper above the top, because you can see how small it is. That's not going to be able to have the transom light that I was hoping for, because the door is 6'8" that we found in one of the barns, and that's just too tall to do that. I still have this to get down right over here, or they might just spackle over it. I'm not sure. We'll see how much I'm up to. And I think that's the reason I grabbed the phone, is over this long weekend or this holiday time, I was hoping to get all of this painted, and areas that would be harder to get through with cabinets up, I wouldn't have to tape off and do all that. It's not happening. Nope, it's not happening. So my painting job is gonna have to wait until after the cabinets are in and I clean everything up, and then I can just go at it slowly. I did clean off the paneling as much as possible here with just like a very mild dish soap and water mix. So this is ready to paint. I have a couple nail holes to fill in. The guys will do that for me also. I'm just so used to doing things on my own that I'm assuming I will be doing that. But yeah, that's it for now. I just thought I'd give you a quick December diary update, because I'm not sure how many December diary days we'll have left. And actually, Mr. Davis now seems to be out for the count. He came home with a little cough after he brought home a bag of some other medications for me, and we're like, uh-oh. So he's now resting. but I'm a little anxious to see what the floor is going to look like. Oh, another thing too, I'm going to call the floor vendor and get some touch-up stain just for like raw edges that we had to cut, had to be done. And then the old floors, I'm going to use the stain on some of the old floor areas just to blend it in also. But it will be so cool to see this floor uncovered. I know this was a short diary update, but I didn't want to go without saying hi and letting you know what was going on. I just realized we're way out of reality focus. There we go. That's what the kitchen really looks like. It's going to be very different within a week. I'm telling you right now. Positive thoughts. Positive thoughts. Well, we have a little spoiler alert that the cabinets are not going to be installed for a while. One, because tomorrow one of the guys had to take a day off, and next week they're taking Monday off. But also, the cabinets that were sent, they had to take 2 trucks because of the size of the load here. And the cabinets, they brought the bases, which they want to hang the tops first. I understand that, so I agree. So these are going to be here for a while. The other cabinets are coming next week. But I absolutely love the color. It's going to be really hard to tell here at this time of night, but this is the River White by Benjamin Moore. It has a very, very soft cast of green to it. I don't think you can really see it there. But right now it just looks like a nice creamy white. And these are a lot of the baseboard moldings and part for the crown moldings and the whole works. The door has got its hinges on, and this will be hung temporarily next week, and then I will end up cleaning it up and deciding, is it going to stay this color? Is it going to get painted? So I brought the sink in from the garage. I'm going to look at some granite samples because if I can't find the one that I had last time, because a lot of companies are sold out of it. One said they might have it in a week and a half. So I've got my name on that if it comes in. And I also have my faucet that I haven't opened. It's been in the garage, so I should probably check to see if it's the right one. We also finalized the plan for this. They're going to get a lot of rock wool. I said rock wool before, and then I corrected myself. Well, this time we are going to use rock wool. We're going to be packing the rock wool in here, one, because they said mice don't like it, but also for insulation because you can feel quite a draft. And then we're going to get cement board, and that's going to be used to kind of seal this section off. So when we open the door, you're just going to see kind of a nice cased-in area with the open shelves. Probably doesn't make sense, but it's going to look great. But boy, the air coming in from the crawl space up over the eaves, it's amazing. And then over here, they're starting to work on where they're going to be putting in the cabinet base for our shelves. And I did ask them at this point, let's just build it as if I'm going to have shelves all the time. They're going to build it so that cabinet doors can be added down the road. But right now, they're going to do it finished off nice and pretty. I'll paint, I'll stain, and then I'll get some baskets for it, and I'll be done with it for a while. But we have some shelving going up here. So this is getting exciting. This is going to be fun for me to have a place for my cookbooks, my stoneware, my mixer, the whole works. I just walked in here and also noticed that they marked where they have some studs to get ready to hang the upper cabinets. And there's a straight line going all the way around because they're trying to make sure that the cabinets on the left are going to match those on the right, or shelves. I have a story to share. Do you remember there used to be a panel here that we had cut out and I showed you everything inside? We were going to make a trap door. And I sat here, I'm like, why or when are we ever going to need to get down inside there? It hasn't been touched for many, many, many years. Let's just seal it up. All right. Now, if you remember, I'll try to see if I can find the video of this. There was a pipe that went from the house to outside at one point when there was a pool here 30, 40 years ago. And it was cut. They had just cut it. So we asked our plumber to disconnect it from downstairs.
So here's the opening, and we did this so that we could get to plumbing, electrical, the gas line, the whole works. And we thought we'd keep this open, but see that black pipe that's on the right-hand side? It looks like it's going into the soil. Well, after a little bit, it was cut and dead-ended, and we didn't see any cut pipe on the other end, so we just capped it on the basement side.
Dead void pipe. Well, the other day when we were having a rainstorm, rain started coming in somehow through the cut pipe. And we're like, how can that be happening? Then we realized, or I sat, middle of the night, I woke up and realized that in the yard, there is a black pipe somewhat sticking up out of the ground that I'm guessing was what came in here that they never removed. So what was happening was water was raining outside, coming down the pipe into under the house, which it's been doing for whenever the pool's been gone, 30, 40 years. And that's why there was actually a lot of soil missing. And so now I've been outside trying to find that pipe again so that we can cap it. Not only is rain going in there, I'm guessing that's how a lot of mice have been getting in and other critters maybe. So yeah, that's my story. If we had this trap door, I probably could have tried to cap it on this end, but we still need to cap it outside because water would just still keep coming in and filling up that pipe. But I can't believe it. I just said, yeah, seal it up. And they put down these beautiful floors. And then we're like, we could have at least opened it to see, because if water was coming in the basement, actually, I should show you that pipe, because what we ended up doing is taking a vacuum hose and putting it towards a hole that we have in the basement floor for water, just for that reason. I mean, I'm telling you, I was in such a good mood, and all of a sudden I'm like, what is that dripping? I hear it downstairs. So, over in the corner here, I'm gonna see if I can get it. See a vacuum hose there? That's actually, we just stuck it in the hole of the pipe. So under the house must have been filling up with water, just to that hose pipe, and then coming down. And we luckily do have a drain hole here because this is a fieldstone basement. It does seep. And luckily that vacuum hose has kept it going right into the hole. Now it stopped as soon as the rain stopped. And like I said, it's been doing it probably since 40 years. And now I'm like, no wonder they had a moisture issue here. Duh. So one other thing we have figured out and are going to be able to fix, and that makes me really happy. Sometimes when things go awry, it's for a reason. Just saying.
For those who don't remember or have never seen what this end of the kitchen used to look like when we first moved in, let me show you.
Mother Nature, she is amazing. Well, it's not the new year yet, but one thing going into the new year, I definitely want to get back on track with some of my fine living focus, and that also means getting in touch with nature, taking care of yourself, focusing on small things that make you feel fine, make you feel better. It's elevating the everyday life, just bringing up the mundane things and just making them a little more magical. So once again, I've got some plans going into the new year, but we're going to finish off this December diaries month with a few more just snippets of what's going on in the kitchen. And I will still do some diaries. We'll maybe do it same day or 2 days each week, something like that, because I'm enjoying it too. It's something that I'll be able to journal and keep track of what's going on here at the house. But yeah, this sun is amazing.